So you're thinking of moving to Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. In today's episode, I'm going to show you the top 10 neighborhoods. Not necessarily my favorite because I'm not allowed to steer you in any direction, but these are the top 10 neighborhoods broken down by the total number of sales in each neighborhood over the past year. We're going to start at number 10 and we're going to work ourselves down to number 1. And if you stick around till the very end, I'm going to show you the site of one of the most epic battles in the entire Civil War, which happened right here in Hilton Head. So don't go anywhere. Let's get started. Do you want to know everything there is to know about the South Carolina Low Country, whether it's Bluffton, Beaufort, Hilton Head Island, or Jasper County? Then subscribe below and tap that bell for notifications so you'll be the first to know about the current market in the South Carolina Low Country. My name is David Simcox, host of Low Country Lifestyles and a local realtor. I get calls and emails every day from people just like you and you and you and you looking to make their move to the South Carolina Low Country, and I absolutely love it. So whether you're making your move in 3 days or 3 months, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or book a Zoom call, all in the description down below, so I can help you find your low country lifestyle. So in today's video, we are going to be looking at the top 10 neighborhoods on Hilton Head Island. Again, these are not my 10 favorite. These are the top 10 broken down by the total number of transactions. So let's get started here. All right, so as you can see, this right here is Hilton Head Island. And Hilton Head Island has been one of the major tourist destinations on the East Coast since the 1950s. It is near Savannah, Georgia. So Savannah, Georgia is right over here. And it is also just about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours from Charleston. And again, about 2 hours from Jacksonville, Florida. So it's in a really good, convenient location, about 3/4 of the way down the East Coast. And the first neighborhood that we are going to take a look at on Hilton Head is at number 10, Forest Beach. And Forest Beach, in the last 365 days, has had 19 sales. And right now, it looks like in Forest Beach, if you look right here and I zoom out, this is all of Hilton Head Island, and Forest Beach is right here near Coligny Square, Coligny Plaza. So that's right here. And it's this north section and the south section. And you can see prices here, 3.6, 1.6, 2.6, 5.9. And you can just see some of these are pretty massive houses, 7 bedrooms. This one's a 6-bedroom, 1 bath, but typically these are used as Airbnb or vacation rental homes. Some people do live there full time, but also a lot of people use them for income generating. Again, North and South Forest Beach is one of the oldest neighborhoods in all of Hilton Head Island. It was where Hilton Head was originally developed back in the 1950s. They used to call that downtown Hilton Head. So this was really the first part of Hilton Head to be developed. And it's right by Coligny Beach, which is the most busy beach, or I guess you could say the busiest beach in all of Hilton Head. They do allow short-term rentals. There is no mandatory property owners association or dues, which is good. So with that being said, there's a lot of shops and restaurants and bars and things to do right down here by Coligny Plaza, right in between North and South Forest Beach. And now I'm going to jump in my car and I'm going to drive you around Forest Beach just so you can get a feel for some of the architecture. So let's go. All right, now we are back, and we're back at number 9. The number 9 neighborhood in all of Hilton Head Island is Shipyard. And Shipyard last year had 19 sales. And Shipyard is right here, not too far from where we were just at by Forest Beach. This is Shipyard, and currently there are only 4 active listings in Shipyard. So you've got one at $825,000, one at $799,000, one at $540,000, and one at $495,000. These are more like villa style, and the ones that are $799,000 are more like standalone homes. And Shipyard is about an 800 plus acre development. It's a combination of single family homes, or what we call standalone homes now, condos, villas. They do allow short-term rentals in the condos and villas. They do not allow short-term rentals in the single family or the standalone homes. There are 3 9-hole golf courses in Shipyard. The Clipper, the Galleon, and I forget what the third one is. I think it's the Brigantine. They also have a practice facility for golf. They have a driving range. Very popular, they have the Vandermeer Shipyard Racket Club. So for those of you that are really into tennis or racket sports, that is a premier facility within Shipyard. The POA fee, or Property Owner Association fee, is only $1,030 per year currently, and there's a 0.5% transfer fee. With all that being said, I'm going to jump in my car again and drive you around Shipyard and let you see what some of the architecture looks like in Shipyard. Let's go. All right, coming back to you, and we are at number 8. Number 8 is Palmetto Hall, and last year Palmetto Hall had 25 sales, or 25 transactions. And Palmetto Hall is up here kind of by the Hilton Head Airport, and it's about 750 acre total size. There are no condos, there are no short-term rentals allowed in Palmetto Hall. There are 2 golf courses in Palmetto Hall. There's an Arthur Hills and Robert Cups. There is also tennis facilities. There's a junior Olympic pool. There's roughly about 500 plus lots in Palmetto Hall. And the annual Property Owner Association fee is $1,915 per year currently. There's a $3,000 capitalization fee. And they do have golf memberships available, but it is not required. And I was going to show you what's available for sale in there, but there aren't any. So I went ahead and pulled up what's pending in there. So there's one for $1 million, there's one for $745,000, and there's one for $929,000. But there are no active homes for sale in there right now, which just lets you know how hot of a market this actually is. So with that being said, I'm jumping back in my car. We're going to drive around Palmetto Hall, and I'm going to show you some of the houses so you can get a feel for this neighborhood. Right, we are back, and we are on number 7. Number 7 is Indigo Run, and Indigo Run last year had 33 sales. And Indigo Run is right up in this area, and it is about 1,400 acres. One of the things it's very well known for is it actually has 47 lagoons, and lagoons are basically like a fancy way of saying ponds. But really the cool thing about the lagoons is you're going to see tons of wildlife, you're going to see tons of birds, and you're probably going to see some alligators, because we do have alligators in the South Carolina Low Country. There are 2 Jack Nicklaus golf courses. There's the private club at Indigo Run and a semi-private club at Golden Bear. And there's also the Sunningdale Park Tennis and Swim Center. Memberships are optional. They do not allow short-term rentals in Indigo Run, and there's a bunch of different fees and fee structures depending on if you want to be members of one or several clubs. I think Golden Bear is around $2,000, $2,000 and change per year. The golf club is like $2,300. The river club is like $3,300. But those are subject to change at all times, so you'll want to have me look into those if you're looking at joining one or several of those clubs. There is an initiation fee of $4,336. And again, with all that being said, prices in here: 1.7, $899, and 1.2. And I'm going to jump back in the car, drive you around so you can see a few houses at Indigo Run. Let's go. All right, guys, we are back and we are at number 6. Number 6 on the top 10 neighborhoods on Hilton Head Island. Number 6 is Long Cove Club. And Long Cove Club is a private golf club, a very exclusive golf club, and some would argue that it's the best golf course in all the South Carolina Lowcountry. I don't know if I agree. There's some pretty nice ones out there, but folks that live there seem to think that that is the nicest one. They are all single family or standalone homes. They do not allow short-term rentals. They have an 18-hole Pete Dye championship course, which is one of the top golf courses in the United States. They also have a marina down here on Broad Creek, so you can fish, you can kayak, you can boat. They also have tennis and pickleball facilities. A little more expensive on the property owner association fees because it is a private club. The POA fee is $15,333 per year. The transfer fee is $35,000, and it really is an awesome lifestyle. So again, with all that being said, I'm going to jump back in my car, drive you through Long Cove Club, just so you can get a feel for some of the houses in there. Let's go. All right, guys, we are back and we are at number 5. Number 5 on the top neighborhoods in all of Hilton Head is Port Royal. And last year, Port Royal had 38 sales. And Port Royal is right out here. You can kind of see Hilton Head kind of looks like a shoe. And this is kind of over on the heel of the shoe. And in Port Royal, there's about 1,000 plus acres. It's a beachfront community. You can see prices here: 1.4, 1.2, 740, 2.6, 1.8, 6.2, 1.3, and 2.7. It was developed back in 1968, I believe. They have 3+ miles of beachfront right here. You can see it is also a great golf community. They have 3 18-hole courses. Partially private. I think one of the courses is private and the others are semi-private, public: Planters Row and Robbers Row. And they also have a great tennis facility. They have 10 hard true courts, which is like a clay material that a lot of tennis players really like. And they also have 4 Nova hard courts. They also have an Olympic-sized swimming pool. And the POA fee there, or the property owner association fee, is only $1,835 per year, which I think is a steal. And there is a 0.5% transfer fee. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump back in the car. I'm going to drive you through Port Royal so you can get a feel for some of the houses. Let's go. All right, guys, we are back with number 4, and number 4 is Moss Creek. And Moss Creek is also a private club, and even though it appears to not be on Hilton Head Island, you've got the island right down here, and Moss Creek is right across the bridge here, but it is still considered Hilton Head Island. It's a Hilton Head Island address, and it is right across the bridge. They have 2 Tom Fazio golf courses, so great and amazing golf. They also are known for their boating. They've got their own marina here. They have their own tennis facilities. They have equestrian facilities, so if you like to ride horses, that's really a great feature. They have pickleball, they have tennis, and they have access to the intercoastal waterway. So if you are a boater and you're on your way up to the Northeast or down to Florida and you want to jump on the intercoastal waterway, Moss Creek might be a great option for you. The POA fee there is currently $6,600 per year, and the transfer fee, or the initiation fee as they call it, is $30,000. Pricing in here right now is ranging, you got $1 million, you've got $624,000, you've got $1.4 million, $399,000. That's probably a connected unit. $719,000 and $699,000. So pretty good deals in there. And so all that being said, let's go ahead and jump in the car and drive through Moss Creek so you can get a better feel for the neighborhood. Guys, we are back and we're at number 3, and the number 3 neighborhood on Hilton Head Island is Palmetto Dunes / Shelter Cove. And Palmetto Dunes / Shelter Cove is roughly about 2,000 plus acres. You can see where it's at here on the map by some of these highlighted listings. And there are 3 main areas. So you've got Palmetto Dunes, you've got Shelter Cove, which is actually right across the street over here, across 278, and then you've got Leamington, which is kind of a little more private area behind its own gate within Palmetto Dunes. There are 3 golf courses. There's a tennis center with actually 25 tennis courts, which is huge. Short-term rentals are okay in Palmetto Dunes and Shelter Cove, but they are not allowed in Leamington. So that one section I told you about, that kind of private section behind its own gate, you're not allowed to do short-term rentals there. It is a resort community. There are all kinds of bike paths and bike rentals and kayaks and canoes, and you can get surfboards, and you can see it's right here along the beach and the ocean. So you have access to all that ocean front, and there's actually 11 miles of lagoons. If you look through here and I zoom in a little bit, all these dark spots here, those are all lagoons throughout the community. And there are 11 miles of lagoons that you can kayak all throughout this entire community, which I think is really, really cool. And then over here across 278 in the Shelter Cove area, you've got this marina. You've got the Shelter Cove Marina. So if you are a boater, that's really, really a great place to keep your boat. It also has direct access to the intercoastal waterway, which runs all the way from the Northeast all the way down to Florida. So definitely consider this if you are a boater. POA fee, very, very reasonable, only $1,800 per year to live in this community, and they do take 0.5% transfer fee. So with all that being said, I know you're probably dying to see some houses. Price points here, you've got, this is probably a condo for about $1 million, 3.6 million, 5.9 million, 4.7, 3.2, 1.3, 1.7, 2.5. Again, these are for the standalone homes. Like I said, they have villas and they have condos and that sort of thing, but this video is mostly focusing on standalone homes, so that's giving you prices on that. But let's go ahead and jump in the car. We will drive through Palmetto Dunes, Shelter Cove area. We're actually jumping into Leamington, and let's go now. All right, guys, we are back and we are at number 2. So number 2 on the top neighborhoods on Hilton Head Island is Hilton Head Plantation. And Hilton Head Plantation is right up here. You can see where these listings are, where these green baseball diamonds are. And it is actually the second largest community on all of Hilton Head Island. Last year, there were 187 sales in Hilton Head Plantation. It is a gated community. There are 4 golf clubs in there: Bear Creek, Dolphin Head, Oyster Reef, and the Country Club of Hilton Head Island. There are 12 tennis courts. There is a community recreation center with pools. There's 2 miles of beaches right here along the Sound. And there are all kinds of like clubs and social activities that you can be part of. There's also a marina inside of the community called Skull Creek Marina with a fuel station. So I think that's really a huge benefit if you've got a boat. A lot of the marinas don't have fuel docks. So if you have a boat and you want to fill up while you're there, that's a great opportunity. There are 150 boat slips in the marina, and the POA fees are very reasonable. So only $1,190 per year, 0.25% transfer fee. And again, with all that being said, let's jump in the car so I can show you around Hilton Head Plantation. Alright guys, we are back, and thank you for staying till almost the end of this video. We are at number 1. So the number 1 community in all of Hilton Head Island is, drumroll, Sea Pines Resort. And Sea Pines Resort had 213 sales last year. And Sea Pines is roughly about 5,000 plus acres. It is the oldest and the largest planned community on all of Hilton Head Island. It basically takes up this whole end of the island. You can see all these listings down here. And if Hilton Head Island is shaped like a boot, Sea Pines Resort is the entire toe of the boot. And Sea Pines was, like I said, the first to be developed back in 1956. They do allow short-term rentals in Sea Pines, so if you want to generate some income on your property, you can. And it was actually the first community on the entire East Coast to combine golf and real estate as a concept together. So that's, you know, give credit where credit is due. It is probably the most well-known development in Hilton Head and in this entire region. And it's most known for its iconic candy striped lighthouse right here at Harbortown Marina. And that's also where they play the golf tournament every year. They've got a PGA championship tournament once a year, and a large percentage of Sea Pines, I think one of the things that he got right is from the beginning, from 1956, they devoted a very large percentage of the development to conservation and preservation. So there's a lot of green spaces, there's a lot of wildlife, there's a lot of lagoons, and it has a very natural, organic, kind of woodsy feel, and it's absolutely beautiful. It also has the most beaches on all of Hilton Head Island. So it's got 5+ miles of beaches that wrap all the way around, as you can see, this whole side of the island. There are 3 public golf courses. There's Harbor Town Golf Links, there's the Ocean Course, there's Sea Marsh, and then there's a private course called the Sea Pines Country Club. The marina that you have access to here is Harbor Town Yacht Basin. They also have a ton of tennis facilities. They have an equestrian facility if you want to ride horses, or they even have like pony rides out there for little kids. They've got fitness clubs, and they've got all kinds of restaurants and shopping and things to do within the community itself. The POA fee, again, very reasonable, only $1,152 per year. And they have no transfer fee. So I think that's really great. Prices in here, I'll give you a feel for these: 1.2, 900,000, 1.8, 4.4 million, 2.2 million, 4.5 million, 1.9, 4.9, 2.8, 739,000, 2.1, 3.8, 5.4. That just gives you an idea. There are 31 active listings right now. Definitely can find something for you. But again, as always, I'm going to jump back in the car, drive you through Sea Pines so you can see some of the houses. And like I said, after the drive-through, don't go anywhere, because I promised to show you one of the most historic places on Hilton Head if you stay till the end. So stay till we finish driving around, and then let's talk one more time before we say goodbye. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video, and I told you if you stayed till the end I would show you one of the most historic sites in all of Hilton Head, and this is actually the site of the former Fort Walker. So right back there on that hill in 1861 there was a fort there, and the Union and the Confederate soldiers were going at it, and they had the Battle of Port Royal right out here, and for 4 hours the Union bombarded the Confederate soldiers encamped up there, and they eventually overtook it. They renamed the fort, and they set up their own establishment up here. They ran the Confederates out, and the locals renamed it Robbers Row, and that was actually the site of the first official settlement in Hilton Head. They set up a bit of a town there. They had a theater, they had saloons, they had stores, they had all kinds of things. But right here, this is inside Port Royal Plantation, and this is the site of one of the most historic battles in Civil War history. So thanks for sticking around and watching the top 10 Hilton Head Island neighborhoods. And as I promised, I wanted to show you something historic at the end. Again, my name is Dave Simcox with Low Country Lifestyles, and if I can help you find your low country lifestyle, call, text, book a Zoom call, all in the description below, and have a great day.